Well, hi there. How are you on this cold and windy day and tonight? I wonder if you had any storms your way that caused great damage. It did to mine. We've got a tree down. We've got some slates missing. All of that's going on. Well, I hope you got through the day anyway, because it really has been quite rough. A friend of mine was telling me that I'm afraid his supermarket was almost flooded and lots of things going on. Good evening to you all. How are you? Hi, Colette. Hi, Lee. Hi, Angela. David's here with us too, and Margaret. How you doing? Linda, how are you in Helensburgh? I hope you're well. And of course, Dana, how are you, my darling? And Colette saying, hello. Thank you. How are you doing, my honey? I think things are looking up for you somehow, I would say. Now, we're just getting started. Oh, here we go. Got the pad now, so we can see what else I can see what's going on. And Mr. McGregor is watching. How are you too? Margaret saying, hi, boys. How are you? Nicholas here. Hi there. Lynn Edwards, my beauty. How are you, my darling? Christine Curry. Oh, who's it? John Holden. Who's that? Oh, it's you. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm alright.
Did you get through the storms okay?
Yeah, a lot of trees down.
Yeah, there is actually.
Two bars down and the other place.
Where's then the other place?
Mm-hmm.
Mulgai?
Uh-huh.
Oh, right. I forgot you're from the England. Welcome. North of the border. Good evening, Alan Freeman. How are you doing? Elaine, how are you? Barbara Walker's here. James Edwards, how are you? You're watching too. Jemima McKillop, hi there. Peter Gallagher's watching. Hiya, Pete. Colette, is that Colette in again? Oh no, it's a different Colette. It's Colette Hughes. How are you? And Caroline Stewart, Maxine Sheldon.
Snedden.
Is it Snedden? I can't see.
Uh-huh.
Do you know, if I sit with it much further up, do you think it would be any better?
Do you want to try the binoculars?
Is it going to be one of those nights?
No.
I can feel it in the air. Laura McGregor's watching. Hi there. Little Jean saying, hi Frank. Hi honey, how are you? Margaret, hi Angie Wales. This is from Carlton Boyle. Must be people in with you. And Laura's here as well. So I want your stories. Did you have any dramas today? Did you have anything at all going on? I know there was no buses working. Well, there were some buses on, but the trains stopped, the bridges were closed. What did we do? He's just handed me a pair of binoculars.
Should I get on with them? I can see Helensburgh with them, so you should be able to read that screen.
Go away. There's insults and there's insults. Margaret Mackenzie's going to go on, I'll tell you now. Margaret McIntosh has liked and shared. Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. Anyway, it's been one of those. This guy is absolutely brilliant. Try him. Thank you, Hannah.
Who's she talking about?
I don't know. Jodie Barber, Costa Campbell. Costa Campbell, is that right? We're in the same page. We're in the same room.
Really? We're really on the same page.
The Bobo is here. Hiya, darling. How are you? Margaret Anderson. Hello. How are you? Which one? Margaret, we've got so many Margaret Andersons now, it's untrue. Evening. Well, I received some good news today. Could you tell me more? I also issue. Don't know what that is.
That's Jen or Melkel.
Hi guys, going through a bad time just now. Want to know anything from me? Sorry to hear that, Elaine.
Really?
Oh, Johnny, I can't see it.
Well, you need.
Don't hand me binoculars.
If you don't
just
say
need to
the
go
names,
back. I
you don't
just
know who
need-
you're talking to.
Well, I need to go back and get more glasses. I need to get my eyes tested again. It's ridiculous. But handing me a pair of binoculars will not help. Little Jean lost my dad on Sunday night. Is he at peace? Oh, darling, I'm sure he is. I'm sorry to hear that, Jean. It must be terrible for you, but I do know how that one feels. But yes, I'm sure it is. What happens is that the free people that he knew and family and things will be there with him. So don't sweat, Jean, but offer a great sort of prayer of love, if you like, that he gets over okay, and I'm sure he will. And the other side of that is, remember, although you're sad, remember the joyous times, if you possibly can, so that you remember something that was great and wonderful, hopefully, in your life. Lorraine Yurt, hi there. Sharon Graham, hello boys. Sharon, I have to tell you, his man has just handed me a pair of binoculars because he thinks I can't see, and it's too much. And the truth is, I can't see. Jemima McKillop, hi Tricia. Ashley Kildee, good evening. Darren Judith Chalmers Stewart. Is that right? Was it that right?
Yeah, that's a good name.
Judith Chalmers.
Yeah. It's a holiday program she used to do with Frank Boff.
Well, Darren's asking if he's made the right move about his work, regarding his work. So let's have a wee look at that one. Shall we do that? Okay, Darren, we can't pin you up, so we'll just have to try and remember everything as we possibly can. Here we go. So this is for Darren. He wants to know if he's made the right choice. Is that right? No. We made the right move.
Regarding work.
Let's see. The answer to that one is yes. Okay, it's going to take a while for you to prove yourself in something that you're doing. You've got a plan on the go, and the plan will work as long as you stick to it. Now remember, the move that you've taken or involved in could actually tie you down. Now, when I say tie you down, it doesn't tie you down in a bad way. It just means that you could be there for a while. Okay, so be careful that you don't get too impatient over your situation, because if you do, that's going to make the boat rock. Everything's on a low level to build, if you can understand what I mean by that. It's not instant, it's not, wow, you know, it's all fireworks. It's slow burning and long term. So I think it's okay. You have the 9 of Cups over your question, and that simply put the wish card. So whatever this will bring for you will bring you the next stages along the road between now and the next month of May. So you might think it's quite a while, but it's, 7 months, you might see the big difference. Okay, Darren, I hope that's been helpful to you. Thank you very much for coming in, and thank you. Please like and share. Before I get a white stick in a minute, I'm going to kill him.
Darren's moving away from the UK.
Is he? Yes, it's the right move. Slow, but it will build. Okay. Paula Black, evening, Frank and John. I wish you could give me some guidance. I'm a bit lost at the moment. Oh dear, what's wrong, Paula? Let's have a wee look for Paula, John. Well, you've got a death card out, so don't get into panic. What that means is that in November, this is when the changes will start happening for you, and happen they will, and quickly. And with that comes a very powerful 4 of Discs is over you. It just means that you'll build the opportunities to build in your life. No, I don't mean literally put brick upon brick. The situations, especially in a relationship, will in fact get bigger and better as this goes on. But from November onwards, it's all changed, so get ready for that one. So you may be feeling a little bit lost now, but not for long, that's for sure. Okay? But anything a close relationship area, it's building beautifully. Don't worry about it. All right? Thank you. Angela McLaren, how are you? Linda McKechnie, I've liked and shared. Thank you, Linda, that's kind of you. I don't know what this is. You can see you get all this up here.
Yeah, you're miles behind.
Am I? Oh, I am too. Hi there. Ellen Kelly, good evening. How's everyone? Frank, is my marriage going to survive? Help, oh, darling. Whoa. How can I give you an answer to that one? Relationships are difficult. You've got the Chariot over it. It just tells you to take your time, and it will be in that kind of place where you are having to take your time. It will be time that will help us. What you've got in this particular spread over your question is that how many times you fall in love with the same person? You fall in and out with them at the same time. Sometimes it's a week apart, sometimes it's a year apart, but it happens. And what happens is that you remember why you were there, what brought you there. What built it? What gave you the opportunity? And that's the way to look at this, I would say. The Chariot just slows things down. Following up the Chariot, you've got the Ace of Wands, you've got the Magician, and the biggest card of all for you is the Six of Discs. And simply put, because of hard work and what you're doing in your relationship, it's called success. Yeah. So I would look at that and say, in a clear answer, it'll survive. That's what I see. Now that is up to you. So get ready to work at it. Okay? Thank you. Oh, something else, I hope you don't mind me asking. Before you go, where are we?
Eileen, Kelly.
Irene, I've got a very sharp pain suddenly under my arm here, and I think that it's a spirit coming through for you, and I think it's a woman, and I think it's got a lot to do with being helped, Irene, and situations around you at the moment are being helped. So ask for help by looking up, or by praying, or by asking those who have passed over around you to come in to help, because it seems as though you have that. Okay, you're not alone. Thank you. Mark Sharkey is watching. Hi, Mark. Margaret Hughes. Darren's moving away from the UK. You've done the right thing, but you will slowly build up, as I've said earlier. See how far behind I am. Margaret Anderson, you Margaret, laugh out loud. Thank you, darling. Thanks for coming in again. Rosalind Kildale, can't read. Hi there. Tricia Smith, James Edward, evening Linda, evening Sis. Oh yes, Linda's an aunt also, of course, Lynn. Let me see where I'm going here. Ooh. No, that's fine. Now I'm going to go to Gillian Mackenzie Gear. Hi from Dubai. Well, hi, I hope I'm sure it's a lot warmer out there than it is here. You're thinking of coming back, is it a good move? That's not what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about somebody who passed over for you with a lung problem. And as they passed over, it feels as though there was so much unsaid, or things that needed to be straightened out. I feel as though that there's a kind of family problem, or there's been a kind of misunderstandings around the time of this bereavement. That's what I'm getting. Okay? I'll answer your question about you moving in a minute, but I want you to know this one, Gillian. That whoever this is with the lungs is telling me to pass on to you about a peaceful connection and why you're doing something a lot with your computer. And whatever it is you're doing with your computer is very, very important, because it's going to have information for you or something that you need to find out. There's something going on in the past that's not been resolved. And I think that whoever this person is, they're here to help. You think it's your mum? No, I do too. But, yeah. What is this computer thing? Is it what's that, Skype thing? Is that what it is? Is there pieces of information you have to find? Will you come back and let me know, please? Because that's important. But you're certainly not alone here, okay? Now, I know that you're talking about Dubai coming back to here, but why would you be going to the Far East and further on to Australia? That I would like to know, of why that's even been mentioned. Okay? But let's answer now your question. Is it a good idea for you to come home? I've just been told no. Sorry, no, it's not a good idea for you to come home. Not yet. Next February, there's a big change over your scenarios and situations. There's also going to be something over a male who in many ways has been, his spirit's been really crushed. I feel as though that, you know, whoever I'm talking about was a bright spark, was alive and full of fun and all of that. Suddenly, it doesn't feel like that. Suddenly, I'm thinking that there's a male around you that's gone into the dark side, or gone into that deep, dark place for himself. But that too will change, and it will change dramatically. But all of this starts in February onwards. So if you're thinking away next year or the year after, mean, that's a different story, but why are you coming this way when I've been shown you're going in another direction, or maybe this family member is, or this man is. And another thing you're going to hear very quickly is a pregnancy coming up too, I've been told. Okay? So, long way to say to you, no, you have to stay, because that's what I've been told. Anyway, that's just me. It's up to you to make your own mind up, of course. But it's funny. I just think there's going to be opportunities going to change something, or something hold you until it's the right time for you to move. But the person that passed over the lungs has brought somebody in that passed over with the heart and the chest. You're not alone over your question, okay? Nor your concerns. So even wherever it is you are in the world, they're with you very much. So please remember that, Gillian. Okay, you're not on your own. And by the way, watch your hand. You've got problems with your hand as well. Thanks for coming in tonight. And I'm sure it's lovely and warm. It's windy here, wet, and well, Scotland, and you want to come back to this? Oh, good luck. Anyway, thanks, Gillian. Like and share, please, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you. Now I can see a thing. Now, where am I now?
Kind of need to scroll down, because when you find somebody, I can't find them because it's
All right,
hours
okay,
ago.
okay. Right. I'm sorry, it looks as though I'm missing you all right, but I'm not. I'm sure they're all there. It's just that I don't do it as quickly as him. I think that's an age thing. One word. Charlie McGeechan, hi there. Jean Beck, my darling, how are you? Jean's want a wee card, please. Oh, can you, Jean? Can you, Johnny? Let's have a wee look for you, Jean. Let's see what's going on. There's a legality going on. It's connecting to your family in a big way. Stop worrying about it. This will be resolved. All I can say to you is sticks and stones can break bones. Names will not hurt. This will change within a month's period. Somebody else in your family going away on holiday very quickly and upsetting a wee bit with the apple cart. My advice to them is to go. Somebody also in your family, dear Jean, is getting help. Stop worrying about it. Everything's coming round. It's going to be okay. Please come back and let me know if I'm along the right track. Thank you, darling. Anne Baxter, hello there. Rose Ray, hi. Charlie McGeechan, I've had bad health recently. Any info? Got future? Of course you've got a future. Stop that, Charlie, at once. Of course you have. What you have got, though, is a hip problem and a lower back problem. I'm feeling that for you. That's sore. But that actually you can live with. But whatever it is that you're going on with, it's okay. Stop worrying about it. Margaret McKenzie saying yes. I'm with you. Linda Lycan. Hello, my darling. How are you? My thoughts, my prayers, and my heart, and my love, and a great big chucking big hugs at you. Okay? So you remember that. It's important, Linda. And besides, look at what else you've got in your life. Quite beautiful things. You twins. Oh, God, are you a granny or what? Okay. Who else is here? Charlie's saying, thanks, Frank. Listen, Charlie, you need to, if that pain thing goes on there, but stop worrying about the long-term health thing. It doesn't look that bad. It doesn't feel that bad. But physically, it can, Charlie, and it's to do with lower and hip. Sciatic pains is all I can say. Now, there are things that can sort of, believe it or not, it's to do with your feet. And if you can get that checked out, it'll work. Kevin Gardner, hi there. Who else is here? I think that's Janie Cannon. Jean Beck, spot on as always. Thanks. Really? Oh, wonderful, Jean. Thanks very much. But just let me know, okay? Lynn O'Donnell, Laura. That's so nice you are doing this. Well, thank you, Laura. That's kind of you. Thank you. Last week, after we were off the air, was it Sunday? I got a I got a text saying, I've got it was a big question.
Big dilemma.
A big dilemma this guy had, whether he should eat Kellogg's cornflakes or Asda cornflakes, because one or the other, one gets soft quicker than the other. So John quickly wrote back and said, get a variety pack. That was good. Hi. Thanks, Frank. You're always positive. Well, I try to be, Charlie, but it's not what I see. I would tell you if I saw something else, but I don't. Lorraine Ewart, hi there. Any news on that NEOP happening soon? Now, I got to tell you, my friend Anne had a NEOP, and it's you got to really just persevere with it. You know, you got to get in there and get on with it. Once it's done, you really have got to try and exercise because it's easy to just sit down. So do that. It's a bit like when they go in and get the hip operation. You know, you just and hours after it, and they've got you up on your feet, and that's the way to do it. So don't be afraid of it. Go get it done. We'll eventually get rid of all that pain. Maxine, hi there. Kathleen Boyle. Who else is here? I've got all these names flying past me. Can't keep up with this, you know. I do try, but I'm not very good at it. Jemima McKillop, hi, cousin. Hi.
What you need
Yeah.
is an 8-year-old to work all the technology.
Do you know you're right? Aren't children so bright these days? I mean, we're like struggling with
One of your nephews and nieces in to actually work the kit.
Hmm.
You know, they got
Oh, I do know. I do know. I don't need your insult. I do know.
fast fingers,
Fast fingers.
good eyesight,
Hmm.
and technical savvy.
What do you think this is? This is getting worse as we go on. I need to get this tested. I did have an eye problem. There's two types of blepharitis, and I had the one that was the inside of my eye. So I had to take these pills for like 6 months, and ever since then it's the kind of film over my eyes. But Gwen said yesterday that she thought it might be the start of a cataract or something.
Oh, for God's
Yes,
sake!
I know, but I can't see very well. So
Any
shut
more
up.
bleak?
Yes, here's bleakness. You're opposite me without wine. That's bleakness.
That is bleak.
Oh my goodness. Do me a favour. Put the kettle on, if you wouldn't
I
mind.
think it was suit me.
It will suit you. Actually, jaunt it to the side. It'll look wonderful. Anyway, I wasn't going on that, but it is sometimes kind of difficult to see. I remember. I mean, I think the worst is if you're doing a show at the show, you know, and somebody far away, and they think, you know who I am, and I'm going, who? And they get, please don't get insulted when you come to the show, but it is sometimes very difficult to see.
Sitting there listing your aches and pains like Doc Cotton.
Is that who I'm like? Keep it up, son. Was Doc Cotton very good with a sharp knife? Do you hear that? That's called cheap. Anyway, Jacqueline McGuire, hi there. How are you? Thanks for coming. Paula Gallagher, hi. Mary Aiken. Marie Lewis O'Reilly. When will my finances going to improve so I can afford to buy a reading from you? Don't be so cruel. Oh, Marie. Liz Simpson, yes, lots of kisses. Thank you, darling. And Clark. Hi, Frank. Is this a busy time for Scorpio? Yes, it is. Very busy for Scorpio, very busy for Aquarius, very busy for Leo. Now, I was looking over the chart. I've got it here. And the charts for next week is the 24th. And on the 25th itself, there is a wonderful big new moon in the star sign of Aries. And that is going to clear away an awful lot of cobwebs. But for Leo and Aquarius, lots of new direction coming up. For Scorpio, I just think at the moment, Scorpio is very, very lucky indeed. I really do. Remember, it's a Jupiter-based question and answer. So wherever Jupiter sits, it can either bring something that is absolutely horrendous, but you need to find out about it, you need to know about it, you need to deal with it, or it's quite the opposite. It is the luck planet. So there's an answer to you. I think Scorpio is doing okay now. All right, get ready for a busy time. Make it busy. You know, you can get in there and change and make things happen your way. It's great. Hi there, Margaret. Hi there, Tricia MacArthur. Hi there. Catherine Walker's watching. Hi there. Paul McQuaid. Hi, Frank. Could you pick maybe a card for a Capricorn who doesn't know where he's going? Well, Paul, I'm going to tell you, Capricorn is also another sign at the moment that is very big. In your star sign at the moment, you've got your ruling planet called Saturn. Not the easiest planet, I've got to tell you. You know, ask a Sagittarius recently, or ask Scorpio too. They had Saturn as well. So that was going on over the last 5 years. But what you've got is you've got that planet now in your sign, and Saturn is about structure. And it's also about old age. Now, before you jump in there thinking I'm being insulting, I'm not. What it means is experience. And now's the time when Capricorn people themselves get that. But there's also another planet in there called Pluto. And boy, when those two come together, it means that there are major changes. Then you have to take on board what your star sign really means at the moment. And it's guiding things like Brexit, it's guiding things like anything we're doing in the outside world. So there is a lot of confusion. But for you personally, Saturn, I think, is going to be helping you a lot. It's going to help you to see the bigger picture long term. And if you start to think along those lines, rather than anything in the short term, it would work for you. But let's give Paul McQuaid, John, a little card or two. Okay, here we go. Okay, Paul. First of all, Paul, I have to tell you there's health problems around. Okay, and health problems around for somebody close to you. I think this may have started or been going on since August, September, the start of August, late August. But that's all going to change into a new direction. You've also got great news coming from something that you might be panicking about at the moment. And if you're in a panic place, which is not really like a Capricorn really knows what they're doing, sees what I'm talking about in the long term. But if you're involved in anything that might be a bit panicky for you, please know that the Three of Cups is the outcome, and it's a real big celebration and joy, the outcome of this. But watch out, there is a health problem, and in this health problem, a specialist will be needed. So don't panic about it, but I'd be lying if I said it was it was nothing. But it's something that needs to be looked at. So the right opportunities are coming along for that to be dealt with. Another thing, Paul, look after your teeth. Okay? Get to the dentist. You know that thing I do all the time? One word to you. Do you know something? You sit sometimes like a crow in the corner. You're sitting on my shoulder.
Huh?
I've had enough of this. Go away. Imagine handing me binoculars. I'm going to kill you. So, hi there, Rose Ray. How are you? Oh, Rose has got some beautiful hands to God. That's a nice one. And Joyce Briss, she's got umbrellas and it's raining. Oh, I know, it's been like that here all the time. Anyway. Did anybody lose any trees? We lost a tree. Did you lose a tree? Well, I think you should be in the tree, but that's a different story.
There were loads of trees blown down on my way back from work.
Is there any real damage? I mean, no, that's not real damage. What do you think that was about? The boat in the Clyde broke its mooring or something. It was floating in the Clyde or something. Wasn't that bad a storm, wasn't it?
Well, when it gets choppy, you can't dock.
You can't dock.
No.
That'd be a dock caught or a dock caught. That didn't come out anyway. Shut up.
A dock Martin or a dock cop.
Could be that too. Nicola Parker, hi there.
Oh, Julie Smiley, house sold and handed keys over on Friday and in September, like you said. You must have said to Julie Smiley.
Yeah.
You know, Smiley, Julie Smiley.
Yeah.
You must have told her she was going to sell her house in September.
Oh, did I?
She did.
Well, I'm glad. Hope you're happy. That's the second house I've heard about that I predicted. That's great. That's wonderful, Julie. Where to next, though? Where's she going next? Should I say?
No, she didn't write a novel. She just said.
She didn't write a novel. Wouldn't it help?
Tell us where you're going, Julie.
Yes, Julie. Where are you heading next? Maybe she hasn't got anything planned.
Well, it's not good weather for camping.
No, it isn't. Must give you that one. Michelle Martin saying hi. Margaret Anderson didn't lose a tree, but the wind shook my apple tree, loads of apples on the ground. Oh. Yeah, you need to get in there and collect them quickly if you're going to do anything with them.
Chutney.
Chutney. It all depends what kind of apples it is. Do you know what I mean? There's an old rhyme about apples falling. Never eat a fallen apple.
Oh,
Never stray from the path. And never trust a man whose eyebrows meet.
Isn't that Into the Woods?
No. For in his heart lies deceit. No, it's not. That comes from a Little Red Riding Hood film.
All right.
I don't know why I even told you that.
Talking about straying far from the path.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Sorry. Maybe it's because it's out there. It's also. There's something wrong with this iPad thing. I'm speaking really quickly on it. I'm jumping about all over the place. Oh no, so. Trisha Nicholson.
She's going to, Julie Smiley is going to stay with her parents and look after them in Pitlochry.
Oh, darling.
It's a nice
Look,
place.
it's beautiful, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's gorgeous. Great theatre up there too, of course.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Julie. Enjoy yourself, my darling. But I'm really glad you got the house away. It's good. The market at the moment, housing market's a bit wobbly, but I'm sure we'll get there. You know.
Well, it wasn't wobbly for Julie, was it?
No, it wasn't. That's good though. You know, my other friend he had a problem, not a problem, but he took ages to sell it, but he sold. It will sell. Suzanne Strickland, hi. Catherine Clay Doyle, how are you? Jean Kelly, Margaret McIntyre, Lady Trainer Higgins, how are you doing? Rosalind Kilday, and Julie Smiley, working so far, Julie's saying.
Working so far. Yeah.
I can see.
Annette Carmichael, I will have a card now.
Do you?
Kiss, kiss.
Audrey Thompson. Who's John, Audrey? Oh, who's John? And oh, not just John. I've got somebody else with this man. I've got two men standing over you. But they're old. They're older men. They belong. I say they're old. They belong in the older generations before you, well before you. But they are looking after you. Okay. In fact, they're pointing. This is weird, but they're pointing to a move. I wonder if you're moving house. They're pointing to a new direction. So get ready for that one if you wouldn't mind. Thank you. Trisha McDonald.
Robert Collier's asking, do you ever work in Ireland? You used to write for a paper in Ireland.
What the Belfast Telegraph?
That's in Ireland.
I think yeah, it was in Belfast though. And I used to do all the evening papers around Britain. But yes, I did work in Belfast. I didn't get there until my friend Dan dragged me there, and I went under complete and utter protest. Utter protest. Belfast. I was desperate to go to. I hadn't gotten a plane to go to with the sun, but we went to Belfast, and then she had to drag me out of it. I wouldn't come home. I fell in love with the place. I've never had such a great time. It's a beautiful city.
Many years ago.
Never mind how many years ago.
No, I'm telling you a story now. Many years ago,
Yeah.
I was contracted to light the pantomime at Belfast Opera House.
Oh, did you?
And in November, the IRA blew up the Europa Hotel. And the theatre was shut for a year.
For a year.
Yeah.
Well, that's the theatre. That was the hotel we first stayed in.
So there's still somebody owes me my lighting design.
He didn't get his lighting design fee because they blew the theatre up.
But it's a nice theatre. I've taken shows in there.
Oh, have you? Eilish was in there, was she not?
I think so.
Yeah, but it's a wonderful city. I fell in love with it. I loved having breakfast actually down at the market. There's a market right at the bottom. There's near a bridge going over the water or whatever. I could take you to it. I don't know where I am. But we went there and it was wonderful. No, just fab. And then we went back again, because I went about 4 times, and back again, and we did the tour, and I loved the tour. But I'd love to go and see the film studio now.
Oh, the old, is it Harland and Wolff?
Harland and Wolff Docks, isn't it? It's beautiful. Titanic thing, that's right. But our film studios in Cumbernauld will take off. I'm sure of that. We'll get one on too. Anyway, hi there to Mary Somerville. How are you, my darling? I hope you're well. Our Marman, anything? Alison McKnight. Margaret Connor. Mary Aitken, how are you? Now then. Mary Aitken. Okay then, Mary, let's have a look for you. And Mary, it's not you, I think it's somebody around you, but it's a complete change. Somebody in your life, your family, close to you, is deciding that that's the way they live their life, that's the way they're going to. They're going in a totally different direction. And because of that, changes everything around you. And there will be great travel over it too. Okay? Now, when I say great travel, do not get me wrong. It could be from here to Edinburgh. It could be from here to London, or it could be on an aeroplane. But somebody is changing their life, and it's making a real big, dramatic change for you. Okay? So get ready for that, Mary. We're talking to Mary Aitken.
Hello.
And I just think that this is really good news. I hope you're ready for that. It really is big. Okay? And nice. Do you know what? It's like saying to you, yeah, whoever we're talking about is actually getting the dream, Mary, that they wanted. Something was that important to them and they're actually getting it. It's coming into being. It's fabulous. I love it. Excuse me. Yeah, doing really well. Congratulations. Now listen, we advert here at this point. I know that we're busy, and I'm going to be busy later on. I'm going to finish here and answering your questions and not reminiscing about the beautiful city of Belfast. Sorry. But if you want a burning question answered, please by either me or my team. My team's available tonight with me. And if you just go on your mobile phone and text Frank, followed by your question, to 85358, and it's 85358, there we will get as much help for you later, because I'll be working on, as I said. But of course, if you want to do anything else because of all of that thing, go on to frankpilkington.com. You've started there as well, you know, you can catch up what's coming up for you. And also, of course, that there's a book now button and tells you all of that. But I'm so looking forward to the show. It's not that far away now. Was it a fortnight or something?
5th of October.
5th of October, yeah. My show is sold out, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah. And that's up at the Hilton at Hilton Grosvenor, Glasgow Grosvenor. Got to get its title. And that's at the top of Byres Road. It's not the one in town. It's the one at the top of Byres Road. Do you know there's 3 in town now, John? 3 Hiltons now. I didn't know that. I thought there was only the one, the big one at the bottom, near Finniston. Anderston, not Finniston, Anderston. But it's not. So anyway, the one that I meant is at the top of Byres Road, next to Queen Margaret Drive, across from Oranmore. Okay, thank you very much. And if you're coming along, I'm sure I'm going to see you there.
Alison Carroll's giving up now. I don't know what she's given up.
She's given up?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Alison Carroll.
Alison Carroll's given up.
I'm giving up now, Frank.
All right. Paula Black. My birthday's the 5th of October. Any new? Oh, new, and it's sold out. Oh, what a shame, Paula. But you know, I'm sure I'll do it again. My hair is just awful. It's just awful. It's struggling at midden. Laura McGregor, can't believe I'm missing the show again. Robbie and I are off to Montreal to see my sister and family. Oh, Laura, I'm reading the book. I'm sure, my darling, there will be a time when we'll all get together, so don't worry about it. It's a good show. It's very, very personal, but it's good. Nicola Park, anything from me, Frank, very much appreciated. I read my stars. And I'm away and miss you. Oh, Nicola, can't do that. Mary Akar, hi Frank, anything. Liz Simpson, trees down in Carmichael, Churchill along True Street and on Cardress Road, but I'm still standing. You sounded something from the Elton John song. I'm still standing. Oh my God, the look she get.
Where did you read that?
Liz Simpson. Oh, trees are down everywhere, so we're not alone. Margaret Anderson wants to know who's clicking my kettle. The same people that click mine. I now, thank the Lord, I have 2 witnesses now as to sitting in the same room and hearing it going on and off. And they look at me and I say, that's not me, because I'm here and the kettle's a mile away. But honestly, it's been happening a lot. So it's similar. There's probably somebody that's passed over that wants to just come in and make some tea with you. You know, maybe a member of your family. Look at this as a nice thing. Don't get this into any freaky kind of drama, because there isn't any. Okay? Those who loved you will love you, and those who want to be near you will be near you. Know that. And when you suddenly have an odd thought about them, or a feeling, or you smell something, or you hear that noise, it's them. So be happy they're around. Don't be frightened of them. Okay? So just leave the old kettle alone. It will be okay. Now then, Annette Carmichael, hello, it's me you're looking for. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Oh, Annette, you've just won a watch there. I think you're going for a full fridge freezer. Right, Annette, here's these, the cards are for you, madam. Here's your question. The first thing I have to tell you, I'm feeling it's really severe, and I don't know if it's you, but I think it's around you. Severe foot problem. Somebody's literally difficulty putting their foot on the ground, and that needs that circulation, and that needs to get sorted. That is not for you though, it's around you. So who else is here with you? Let's see. Annette, oh, great news, Annette. Oh yes, things are really going to start looking up for you. You've got a really good holiday coming up here. There's somebody using their passport very happily. And between now and Christmas, there's such a change coming up that it's really exciting and really good in it. You just have to see it through though, that's the only thing. I love this. The only thing is we've got Pluto and it's been following us most of the night here. And Pluto is out a lot at the moment. And it just means that there are changes afoot. But in your case, the changes that will be coming into your life, and they are absolutely fabulous. Well done. There's a really good connection to somebody getting hitched. There's a wedding, or there's an announcement, and I've just got nice sunny things to say to you. So I hope that's okay. I hope that's good. Whoever we're talking about with the foot problem, though, needs some help. So I'm sure you're there giving them a helping hand, I hope. But no, Pluto's over everything. So somebody's life is on the change and going in a new direction, and it looks wonderful. But the Three of Cups is out with the Six of Wands. We are talking celebration here. Well done. Okay, thanks for coming in. Please like and share. I would be grateful if you all would like and share tonight. Thank you. Now then, let's see. Alison Carroll. Thank you, Andrew Stone. At least I know I'm not invisible. Oh, Alison, you're not invisible. Stop that. Sometimes I can get around as many as I can. Sometimes it takes a wee bit. Tonight is a spirit night, so be warned, because I can tell the difference. It's all coming in from that tonight. So it takes a bit for them to jump in and out, if you know what I mean. Does that make sense, John?
Yes.
At long last, there's something in agreement with that man. Who's the teacher? Who's involved in schooling? Who's involved with groups? That's really important, because that has to be really worked out. They're going to have to do whatever their plan is as far as either teaching a group of any type. I hope there's somebody listening out there and it makes sense to you. But they have to do an awful lot of homework themselves to bring this off, because there's something quite spectacular at the end of it. And it's not just the students being okay, or the teaching being okay. No, there's something bigger than that. It's like putting on a show. It really is something else. I'm female, and the message is for somebody female, and somebody who in this job does not feel confident, okay, that they can pull it off, but they will. She's slight, thin, slight woman, not very old. I'd say she's in her early 20s, but whatever it is that she's to do, the challenges she thinks is enormous, and it's not. So if you're listening out there, it's for you. If there's anybody, a parent or a friend who knows this, get in touch with this person, please, because she needs to know that everything will work out. A lot of hard work with it, but it will work out for her. Okay, and also, of course, if you like and share, it may not be for you. You may have to pass it on to somebody else. So like and share this video, please, if you wouldn't mind, because that's a very prominent message for that person. And also for the same girl we're talking about, a parent or a parent or maybe older member of the family, curvature of the spine. There are a lot of problems with their spine, a lot of problems in it physically as well. So maybe that's an indication of who I'm talking about. And if you're listening, please come in. Okay, thank you very much. Lisa Patterson, how are you? Lisa's needing a little bit of guidance, she's saying. So here we go, Lisa. This is for you. So, oh my goodness. What is the job, Lisa? I know that you're feeling a bit under the weather, but please, what is the job change, or what's the changes within your job? The sun will shine in your life because of it. It is wonderful. Okay, please know this. All right, and we're talking to Lisa Patterson. This is really good. And don't worry about your family area either, because it looks as though everything is at the crossroads through the magician. And so therefore we're talking signposts going in all directions. And with the sun shining over it all, it is immensely successful. Well done. So see all your whining and all your wishing at the minute. And that snowman you were building there because of all the snow that's falling in your life. Stop it at once. It isn't there, okay? So off the cross, somebody else needs the wood. So no more of that. You've got this amazing time coming up as well at work. Two in particular, two people's getting a real big break here. So enough of it, because this is wonderful. And I just love all the opportunity. Oh, it's brilliant. And this will last over the next 2 years. So stop your whinging. Sorry, but it's great news I've got for you. Not bad. All right. So nothing to do with health and nothing to do with guidance that you need, other than you need to know that there's something wonderful about to occur and change your lives. Not only you, but other people within your family. And the sun shines like this is brilliant. Okay. And also something else. Somebody's getting a car, talking about a car, changing a car. Okay. Well, that was cheeky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
To be rude, but there you are.
Thelma Colquhoun is 72 today. She's asking for a card.
Hi there. Happy birthday to you. Thelma, did you say?
Yeah, Thelma Colquhoun.
Colquhoun. What a great name, isn't it?
It might be Colquhoun. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Colquhoun it will probably be.
Okay.
Thelma is 7. Now, listen, everybody. Thelma 72 today. I think we need a lot of loves. A lot of loves saying happy birthday to Thelma. Okay? Come on. Look at the storm she had. What a day to remember. But it's hers and it's a special day. So let's have a wee look. There they all come. Thank you. All those loves. Thanks. Happy birthday, Thelma. Let's see what's going on.
What star sign does that make Thelma?
She's a Virgo.
All right. Just interested.
You test me?
No.
I hope you know. Right, Thelma. There has been a sort of problem with a younger male in your family. Things have not moved as quickly and as brilliantly as you would have liked. But the break comes for a male financially. So something very much on the change there coming up there. And also, can I ask you, Thelma, who the other woman is? I know that you're 70. What did you say, 72? What great age. But that's not, it's somebody similar to your own age. So I think that will be in an area connected to, not unless you get a sister that's very close to you at that age group. But to me, this is a friend. And this, believe it or not, Thelma, is a holiday that's coming up. So I've got to say there's a break between you with another person, and it's a break of some kind, a break on a holiday, and financially it's looking good. But there's been a worry over a younger man in your life, and stop the worry, because that is now going to change dramatically too. Only this time it will be done by the man's hand. Whoever we're talking about will decide to do something quite dramatic in changing certain situations that have been hanging around forever, probably. Or you may think that. But it's not, and it's going to be moving quickly. So I love the holiday aspect, and you're getting a nice wee break with another person, right about your own age, and it looks fun. So good luck. I hope you have a great time. And of course, from everybody in the house, everybody in the family, happy birthday to you, my darling, and thanks for coming in. Like and share. Thank you. So there you go. Annette Carmichael. I've just become a grandma. Thanks, Frank. You're welcome. Happy Granny Day. Oh my. Look at all those loves coming in for Thelma. Isn't that wonderful, Johnny? Right then, Paula Gallagher. I'm changing job. The 2nd and the 10th. Is it going to be a good move for me? Let's see what comes up for Paula, Johnny, will we?
Paula who?
Paula Gallagher. She's changing jobs. It's 2nd to 10, or that could be 2 to 10. Who knows? But it's a good move. Yes, it is actually. Yeah, it looks great. Stop worrying about it. You need this anyway. I'm sorry to tell you this though, Paula, away from your question. You get so easily bored. Oh, you need something to shake, rattle, and roll your life, and this change would be very good for you indeed. And I tell you, sometimes when that comes over you, kind of boredom when that comes over you, it really pulls you down. Well, not this time. I think the change is good for you. Okay, thank you very much for coming in. Alison Gunn McGlynn, how are you? Anything for me in spirit? If it comes through, I'll come right at you. Is it Em that can take this teacher yet? No.
Well, somebody said her daughter's a teacher.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to probe a bit more.
Ask her at what age. To me, she's young, you see. Whatever the message was, she was a young girl, and she was very uncertain, unsure, and a bit nervy, but not nervous on the outside. You know, I don't mean shaky and nervy tight, but inside she is. You know,
Karen Blair Leonard.
Karen Blair Leonard.
The daughter's doing teaching.
Ah, and what age is she, Karen? Could you come back with her age for me, please? Okay, because she's been really looked after in whatever she's doing, and she has to continue. And it's all about suddenly thinking, oh, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. It's not. That is not the case, Karen.
The daughter's Kim is at uni doing teaching, so she must be.
Just for all this study, but then is she a supply teacher yet? Because I see her with the students. Okay, so I think this is really something actually, and I don't mean really something that she's doing this. I'm glad she is, but this is going to do so much for her as a person, and that's the message. Definitely to Spirit, Karen, there, and point that in a great direction, be great protection around her. So I don't want you to really.
24.
She's 24. There you go. I said right about that age. So great. So we've got the right person. So I want you to know whatever it is that study is all about, it will go really well. I also think that because of the protection around her, I think she needs that within herself. And I'll tell you what, Prince Charles could come and say you're brilliant and she wouldn't believe him. You know what I mean? It's that whole kind of, I need to find it for myself, and find it for herself, she will. Well done, and thanks for coming in. And you belong to somebody. When it comes in like that, you just get it. Okay? Thank you very much. Also, I'd like to ask you, Karen, was there somebody in your family before they passed over? Were they disabled? Were they in a wheelchair? Would you come back and let me know too? Because it looks like that's a really big connection to Spirit for you. Well done. I'm glad she's getting the break that she is, but she needs to know that. So please, if you wouldn't mind, and this sounds rather egotistical, I don't mean it to, but play her back this video tonight, if you wouldn't mind, so she hears that. It's inside, not outside, and she'll do really well. All right, thank you very much. And here's another advert coming. If you've got a question, perhaps like that one, please don't be afraid to text on your mobile to Frank, followed by that great question to 85358. That's 85358, and I'll answer as many as I can tonight after we say goodnight. What is it? What is the matter? I worry for you.
You'll be thrilled with Norway Sild.
You'll be thrilled?
With Norway Sild.
With Norway Sild?
Norway Sild.
I don't know what that means.
It's like a small fish, like a...
Oh, is it really?
Sardine.
Sorry, I was falling asleep.
You had to do that.
I'm sure I had to. Anyway, it's good to work with Spirit tonight. I'm glad it's very knocking at the door. A lot of it knocking at the door here. I'm so glad she came through. Thank you very much. I'm glad that we got an answer. Because sometimes you feel, all right, here's something else I've been given. Who does this belong to? Let's find out. We're talking a holiday, and we're talking going to somewhere that I've always wanted to go. Personally, I've always wanted to go there, but I've never been. And I'm seeing the gondolas, and I'm seeing, is it Florence? Is it Florence? No.
no.
What's it called with the gondolas?
What is it called, the gondolas? Venice.
Venice. Is Florence not in Venice?
No, it's in Italy.
Oh, is it?
Venice is...
Italy.
It's Venice.
Venice is Italy.
Yeah, all right.
But that's what I'm looking at, and you're looking at the water expanse and something. I don't know who it is, but that's what just been showing up there. And also somebody's talking tonight about America and going to the New York City, and they're talking about it for November, December. They're talking not going for Christmas, but it's like a shopping spree. So if you're there, would you come in and let me know? Thank you. So who else is here?
Laura Bain's been to Venice, but you're saying this is someone who's always wanted to go and you're getting it.
Well, yes, it looks like that. It looks as though it's all coming up. It's wonderful. Great. I've always wanted to go. No, I'd like to do that one day.
Karen Blair Leonard can't make the disabled connection, but she thanks you for the comments.
You're welcome, Karen. Thank you very much. But it's funny, but on the back of that, I have something to do with that. And I'm going to leave that for your daughter, Karen. Okay? And I'm going to ask you if she ever considered working with disabled children or helping along that line. Would you come back, please, before you go?
Margaret Anderson, the one and only.
The one and only Margaret.
Is going to Italy and Venice next year.
Yeah. Yes. I'm so glad, Margaret. It looks fabulous. It looks fantastic. Well done. And also, Margaret, I don't know why I'm telling you this, and I'm not telling you Christmas presents here, but there's a gift of jewellery coming up for you. It's quite beautiful. Well done. Let me know. You need to let me know if you get it. But your holiday looks fab. There you go. I'm seeing the gondolas again. And I think it's got something to do with this thing, silk. Looking at silks for some reason. Don't know what that's about either. But I'm looking at carpets. I'm looking at silks. It looks like paintings actually, but it's not. It's fabric. Okay. Lisa Patterson. Where are we? Oh, miles behind. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry if I've left you out. There's millions of you here. Who else is here?
Margaret Anderson said yes, engagement.
Oh, fab. Wonderful. I'm so glad. Claire Moodycliffe. What a great name. Suzanne Strickland. Hi there. Thanks for coming in, Claire. Jessie McGregor's here. Margaret McKenzie's saying, night was you off? You away, my darling? Lizzie McSween. McSwiggan. I'm not saying McSween.
Maybe you fancy a pie.
No, I need to get to work. Right, I need to get to work. I need to get answering all your questions. Your questions are starting to come in now. Listen, I've had a wonderful night. Thank you. Spirit is with you all, everybody tonight. So give all your loved ones a thought, and you'll find them be around you. And I'm sure if you ask the universe, Almighty God, for something nice at the moment, I'm sure it will be granted in some way. Thank you all for coming in tonight. I've had a wonderful night with you. And remember, my wonderful Facebook family, I don't know what I'd do without you. Okay, and I'll leave you with the words I always say, be nice to each other. It's awful hard if you're not. But you know, we're that kind of people, aren't we? So, I love you all, and I'll see you on Sunday at 9 o'clock. Until then, you take care. Bye-bye, darlings.